So I'm at my neighbor's home here, and their toilet tank wasn't filling up, and they said that the valve was allowing a little bit of water in, but not a lot, and they weren't quite sure of what was taking place. But what it actually was the flapper down here, the handle, there was to push down a little bit too hard, and it tilted it up too far so that it wouldn't allow the flapper to drop down. As soon as I got here, I could tell the chain was fairly was snug, and there should be a little bit of slack, if you can see that or not, as far as the amount of slack that should be allowed there on that chain. But that's about, you only want a link or two as far as the amount of slack that you have there. So what I ended up doing, I ended up adjusting the toilet handle, which happens to have a left-hand thread as far as a thread for tightening it. Not many things in the world are like that, but toilet handles are. You actually have to, it looks like loosening off, but you're actually tightening it when you do that. I'm going to turn the water on here just to see how high it does fill. This is the fill valve that refills the seal in the bowl itself. Goes down through the standpipe. Great pressure here. I'll just speed the process up a little bit by putting the fill valve here. Your toilet's already filled, the bowl itself. It's going to take a second. And there's an actual line here. There's a water line. It's on most toilet tanks. Some of them actually have it on the standpipe itself, but this one's on the tank. And I'll just hold the ball to float down. That'll keep the water coming in at a fairly fast pace, because as that ball rises, the water slows down, closing the valve off inside the ball cock. And as I get close to the line, I'll just put the fill valve back on back down the standpipe. And that should be shutting off by now. It's actually not. So there's a screw on top of the, no, it shuts off right at the rim, which is a little too high for me. There's a screw right at the top of the ball cock. There's actually two of them. The larger screw on the top adjusts the amount of the height of the water, where the smaller one prevents the ball and the rod from dropping down too far, and which won't allow your flapper to drop back down and seal once the once the toilet's been flushed. So I'm just going to crack that so that the flapper only opens a little bit, and this will give us a better look at the height of the water. We want it at that line. You can see the minerals in here. It's quite heavy, and we're at a pretty good height right there. The brass screw, the little brass screw, that's the one I was talking about, that prevents the flapper from the ball from dropping down too far and stopping the flapper from actually reseating. And it's this larger white one that you use to adjust the height of the water in your tank. You know, a lot of people take that brass rod and bend it to a comfortable position where it sets here, but it's actually that screw that you adjust. It's actually pretty straightforward, the whole mechanism. It only looks complicated sometimes when you flip it open. Mind you, the newer ones that they have out today have a 4-liter and a 6-liter flush on them, and they are a little complicated to work on, but this steel style ball cock plastic, they also make them in brass. They're exceptionally expensive as far as the brass goes. Oh, I should shut off. And there we have it. It's right on the money. She's all set. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day.